good. Let her look for me to tell me why she left me, as I always knew she would. I had thought she understood. They have never understood, and no reason that they should. But if anybody could, finishing the hat, how you have to finish the hat, how you watch the rest of the world from a window while you finish the hat, mapping out a sky, what you feel like planning a sky, what you feel when voices that come through the window go until they distance and die, until there's nothing but sky, and how you're always turning back too late from the grass or the stick or the dog or the light, how the kind of a woman willing to wait's not the kind that you'd want to find waiting to return you to the night. Dizzy from the height, coming from the hat, studying the hat, entering the world of the hat, reaching through the world of the hat like a window, back to this one from that, studying a face, stepping back to look at a face, leaves a little space in the way, like a window, but to see, it's the only way to see. And when the woman that you wanted goes, you can say to yourself, I give all I can give. But the woman who won't wait for you knows that however you live, there's a part of you always standing by, mapping out a sky, finishing a hat, starting on a hat, finishing a hat. Look, I made a hat. Where there never was a hat.
And this is the duet Move On Classical Minnesota Public Radio.
Are you working on something new?
No, I'm not working on anything new.
That is not like you, George.
I've nothing to say.
You have many things.
Well, nothing that's not been said.
Said by you, though, George.
I do not know where to go.
And nor did I.
I want to make things that count, things that will
I
be
did
new.
what I had to do.
What am I to do?
Move on. Stop worrying where you're going. Move on. If you can know where you're going, you've gone. Just keep moving on. I chose and my world was shaken. So what? The choice may have been mistaken. The choosing was not. You have to move on. Look at what you want, not at where you are, not at what you'll be. Look at all the things you've done for me. Opened up my eyes, taught me how to see Notice every tree.
Notice every tree.
Understand the light.
Understand the light.
Concentrate
I
on
want to move
on.
on. I want to explore the light. I want to know how to get through to something new, something of my own. Move on. Move on.
Stop worrying if your vision is new. Let others make that decision. They usually do. You keep moving on. Look at what you've done.
Something in the light,
Then at what you
something in the
want,
sky,
not at where
in
you
the grass,
are,
up
what you
behind the
please. Look at all the things you gave to me.
things I hadn't looked at
Let
till
me give
now.
to you
Flower
something
on your
in
hat and your
return.
smile.
I would be so
The color of your lips and the way you catch the light and the care and the feeling and the life moving
always belong
on.
together. We will always belong together. Just keep moving on. Anything you do, let it come from you, then it will be new. Give us more to see. George? Why is it you always get to sit in the shade while I have to stand in the sun? George? Hello, George? There is someone in this dress. A trickle of sweat. The back of the head. He always does this. Now the foot is dead. Sunday in the park with George. One more The collar is damp, beginning to pinch. The bustle slipping. I won't budge 1 inch. Who was at the zoo, George? Who was at the zoo? The monkeys and who, George? The monkeys and who?
Don't move, please.
Well, if you want bread and respect and attention, not to say connection, modeling's no profession. If you want instead, when you're dead, some more public and more permanent expression of affection, you want a painter, poet, sculptor, preferably marble, granite, bronze, durable, something nice with swans that's durable forever. All it has to be is good, and George, you're good. You're really good. George's stroke is tender. George's touch is pure. Your eyes, George. I love your eyes, George. I love your beard, George. I love your size, George. But most, George, of all. But most of all, I love your painting. I think I'm fainting. The petticoat's wet, which adds to the weight. The sun is blinding. All right, concentrate.
Eyes open, please.
Sunday in the park with George. Not even a nod, as if I were trees. The ground could open. He would still say please. Never know with you, George. Who could know with you? The others I knew, George. Before we get through, I'll get to you too. God, I am so hot. Well, there are worse things than staring at the water on a Sunday. There are worse things than staring at the water as you're posing for a picture after sleeping on the ferry, after getting up at 7 to come over to an island in the middle of the river, half an hour from the city on a Sunday. On a Sunday in the park with.
Don't move the mouth.